A highly anticipated rematch, the return of a powerful husband and wife team, and the debut of a new and terrifying villain. There's a lot to be excited about in the new teaser for Daredevil Born Again. It's been a long wait since 2018, when the third and final season of Netflix's Daredevil came to a close and left fans wondering whether they'd ever see Charlie Cox suit up in the red suit again. However, Daredevil is back in the Disney Plus series Daredevil Born Again, and so are his batons. An early image in the teaser shows Matt Murdock opening up a box containing his 2 batons, framed with all the pomp and circumstance befitting the occasion. However, later scenes put Daredevil and his batons fully in action. He gets into brawls, jumps off the edge of buildings, and even fully extends his billy clubs to reveal those classic wire cables and grappling hooks. Welcome back to the Marvel fold, Jon Bernthal. The popular character actor hasn't actually suited up as Frank Castle, better known as the Punisher, since his own Netflix spin-off series came to an end in 2019, but fans have spent the intervening years hoping he'd return. Those wishes have been granted in Daredevil Born Again. Officially, we haven't yet seen Daredevil and the Punisher square off against one another in the same scene. The teaser only gives us the barest glimpse of Frank Castle looking ready for action, but it's likely only a matter of time before he ends up on a crash course with the devil once again. No Daredevil show would feel complete without the Kingpin himself, Wilson Fisk. Thankfully, he returns in Daredevil Born Again.
You've come up in the world. I could say the same about you.
He won't be alone, however, as his lady love, Vanessa, will also be back by his side. In the trailer, she's attending a fancy gala with her villainous husband. The relationship between the two remains one of the clear highlights from the Netflix shows, grounding the larger-than-life Fisk in a romance that truly felt real and humanizing. We can't wait to see how much of a spotlight this power couple gets this time around. Back when Marvel seemed uncertain over whether to deliver a soft reboot of Daredevil or not, the biggest potential loss would have been never seeing a proper conclusion to the Bullseye Daredevil dynamic from Season 3 of the Netflix series. Played by Wilson Bethel, Benjamin Poindexter was a constant thorn in Matt Murdock's side, and a total wildcard in his war with Wilson Fisk. The three-way fight between them ultimately ended with Bullseye paralyzed and sidelined. At least that's what we were meant to think. With Bethel returning as Bullseye, it's clear there's plenty of unfinished business between himself and the superhero he had been impersonating for so long. That's not the kind of thing that Daredevil would easily brush aside, so it's only natural that the two would end up at each other's throats once again. And for a series that delivered so many memorable hallway fights, this Daredevil Born Again teaser makes it seem like we're in for yet another one. We've known that Born Again would act as a reunion of sorts, bringing back many of the heroes and villains from the Netflix show. But it wouldn't be an MCU joint if Kevin Feige didn't add yet another unexpected wrinkle into the mix. Despite all the obvious antagonism on display, the main storyline of Born Again appears to be a team-up between Fisk and Daredevil. So what crisis could possibly bring two such sworn enemies together? How about another, even greater threat hidden in the shadows? Meet Muse. An extremely recent addition to the Marvel Universe, Muse stands out by the set of powers he possesses. These include super strength, super speed, and the ability to mess with Daredevil's sonar-like powers of sight. It remains to be seen how faithfully Born Again adapts the character, but this has all the makings of Daredevil's fiercest foe yet. In the final moments of the teaser, we see Matt as an attorney, brushing past a man who seems to be curious about his credentials.
Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you? A really good one.
Take a closer glimpse at the other individual in this scene and viewers may recognize a familiar face. Mohan Kapoor's Yusuf Khan, the father of none other than Kamala Khan. What is he doing bumping shoulders with Matt Murdock, and why does he apparently need his services as a lawyer? Those are terribly good questions that we have no answers to.